What's up, Seahorse Army? Welcome back to another doll review. I'm actually really excited for this one. It's one of my favorite Disney princesses. Of course, you've seen the title in the thumbnail. We are going to be taking a look at the new Mattel designer or collector, whatever it is, Rapunzel and Mother Gothel 2-pack. I've got it here. I opened it so that it would be easier for me to get it out and show you. But anyway, before I do that really quick, I did want to show you this because I love it. So this is a drawing of a seahorse. It says Seahorse Army, hashtag Seahorse Army across the top. But it's a picture of a seahorse. And Olivia drew this, my niece, Olivia. So if you've been watching for a while, you've probably seen her. She's been in several of my videos. But anyway, so she drew me a seahorse and I just thought it was super sweet. So I wanted to share that. Thank you so much, Olivia. Anyway, also, if anybody wants to send me any drawings of seahorses or of any of the dolls I've reviewed or what, I don't know, whatever kind of drawings that you'd like to send me that you think I might like, please feel free to send them to me. I'll go ahead and put my mailing address down in the description of this video if you wanted to do that. But anyway, now of course we are here to talk about the new dolls that just came out by Mattel Creations. I am really excited for this because Rapunzel is one of my favorite Disney princesses. I mean, obviously I'm all about the hair. I kind of like, I feel like I wish this would have happened before I cut my hair. Like if I would have just waited a couple more weeks and then like, you know, because right now I'm kind of looking like Rapunzel after Flynn Rider chopped all her hair off. Which is totally fine. That actually works. Anyway, but yeah, so this is the box. I just wanted to show you, there it is. I wanted to show you, I think this is really cool. Rather than saying what it is on the side, they literally have a silhouette of the dolls that are inside the package. So this is a 2 set. So we get 2 dolls. Let's go ahead and, oh my gosh, take this out. So I have not seen this yet. You are getting the genuine first reaction and you're able to see it with me here. So let me go ahead and tear off the white paper. Wow, oh, it's sideways. Anyway, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, that's really cool. I like the way that this box is displayed. Oh my gosh, oh, they look so good. Oh, yay. Okay, so that's the thing, when you order online, like, you can't see the doll before you get it, so you don't know if you're gonna get a doll with a wonky eye or something like that. Now, I believe that these are still available as of me recording this. Yes, as of me recording this video, and I'm gonna try and get this video up pretty quickly if I can. This set is still available on the Mattel Creations website. So if you want to get this for yourself, whether you like watch the video all the way through and then decide if you want to get it, I will leave the link to the page on Mattel Creations in the description of this video. So if you want to get it for yourself, just so you know, the price of this doll set is $100. So that obviously ends up coming out to about $50 per doll. So you know what, really quick, I need to take this little table down just because it's kind of in the way whenever I'm trying to show you the box. So that being said, let's just jump right in. So the front of the box looks really cool. It's kind of like a stained glass situation almost. It's got like the cutouts there with the plastic. There is a glare, I'm so sorry about that, but I'll take the lid off. And I am gonna be fully unboxing these, by the way. I love that in the middle here, it's got like in gold, it has the sunflower. Obviously not a sunflower, but like the sunspot, like the drop of sunflower. If you've seen the movie, you know. But anyway, I love that they have the flower motif here. It just looks really cool. And the fact that this box is like a matte black, which is some gold details in the cutouts, it looks very chic. I actually really like the design of this. Like, it's kind of a collector piece or a spectacle of its own. You have the Disney Collectibles logo up here. On the sides it says the dolls' names. So this actually reminds me of the Maleficent and Aurora doll set that I got last year. So it looks like it's going to be maybe more of like a series. So next year we might get a different like hero and villain duo, you know. So anyway, and then on the other side it says Rapunzel. So, and then you can also see the kind of reflective like hidden design. Like I think it's her hair. Oh no, it's like leaves. So the whole thing is like the leaves and the flower and everything. On this, yeah, on this side as well. On the back, there's nothing. It is solid. But okay, let's see. It looks like it's a sleeve. Yes. There we go. So that's just the outer shell. So you are able to put these on the shelf like this. There's a dust cover to protect from dust. So yeah, this is very similar or very reminiscent of the Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent doll set. I remember the set being very similar to this in like the way the packaging was done and everything. Hold on, I want to get a good look at these myself. I'm so happy with these, and I actually really like the design too. Like, I knew that I was gonna like the design when I saw the promo photos, but here they are in the box, so you can get a good look at them without the glare, the way that it is packaged. So this is what the dolls look like in the packaging here. Honestly, like, I would be happy to just display them like this. Like, they look really, really good. I like how they have everything posed. You know, Mother Gothel's holding on to Rapunzel's hair right here. I actually really do like these, but I'm definitely unboxing them. I'm an out-of-box collector, so with a very few exceptions, I like to take all of my dolls out of their box. But anyway, that being said, I'm actually going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to take them out of their box, get them all set up. They have stands and everything. I'm going to get that little table back up here so that way we can see them nicely and have them displayed and everything. And then when I get back, I'll show you the dolls in detail and everything and give you all of my thoughts. So let me do that. I'll be right back. What's up, Seahorse Army? Just a quick reminder about our new channel membership. If you love what I do, but you want to dive deeper, you can be, okay, that was really corny, but you can become an official member of the Seahorse Army for exclusive perks like members exclusive videos, live streams, the ability to vote on future topics, and even member shoutouts, all starting at 99 cents. I even have an extended version of the video you're watching right now already up on my channel. Remember, all of my regular content is staying free. I am not putting that behind a paywall. This is just going to be bonus content for those of you who would like to go above and beyond to help support me and my channel. So if you're interested in becoming an official member of the Seahorse Army, click the join button down below for more details. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Okay, I am back. I've got them both out of the box, and I love these dolls. I'm just gonna say it up front. They are just very pretty. I really, really like the way that they are designed. I love their faces. I do really like the designs of the outfits and everything. Look really good. And just overall, I like, as an overall statement, I actually really like these dolls. Now, let's go through and like look at some of the details here. I do want to start with Rapunzel, and then we'll get over to Mother Gothel afterwards. So actually, let me go ahead and put Mother Gothel over here. Really quick, I love the fact that they're tall, like they're different heights. So I don't know if Rapunzel is technically petite or not. I know that the Disney princesses right now are smaller than average Barbie. Like, they're a different body completely. It's like a different doll line, you know, like it's not meant to fit in with Barbie necessarily. So they have a different body size scale and different shoe size and everything. So it's just a slightly different scale. But that being said, out of the princesses, there are some of them are petite, some of them are average, and I think a couple of them are taller. So like, I don't know where Rapunzel falls on that, if she's like the average height or if she's petite. She's definitely not the tall one, because that's taller, but she is tall. So next to them, you know, Mother Gothel definitely looks older and more imposing, and I like that they made that choice. Because I think the Disney Store Classic version of Mother Gothel is just the same height as Rapunzel, because they're on the same body, basically. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna put Mother Gothel over here, and let's take a look at Rapunzel. Now, both of them have the same stands. So they're just these Mattel Disney stands with this kind of like gem cut kind of base, clear post, clear C-clip, you know, typical doll stand. So nothing super special there or unique. The doll itself for Rapunzel is wearing a reimagined version of her outfit. So it's not like incredibly movie accurate, which I know I saw some of the comments, and some people were not super happy about that. They wanted her to have a slightly more movie accurate look to her dress, especially since Mother Gothel definitely looks a little bit more movie accurate. But honestly, like, I like Rapunzel's look. I think it kind of looks like a fun little like springtime party dress, like going to a tea party or something. The puffy sleeves are a little big in my opinion, and this is one doll that like I feel like they could have not given her the sleeves and I would have been fine with it. Like the puff sleeves are okay, but the long sleeves right here I don't think were like as necessary, but it is a callback to like her actual outfit from the movie. So so there is that. Let me really quick before I forget, let me talk about her face. So here's a close-up of her actual face. She is stunning. She is so pretty. I'm glad that they changed it a little bit from the Playline release. The Playline doll has a slightly different face, and it's not bad, but I definitely prefer the collector face. The head is actually smaller than the Playline version of Rapunzel from Mattel, and her makeup is like a lot less makeup on the Playline one. There's definitely more makeup for the collector one. She also has rooted eyelashes. I zoomed out, but now I should zoom back in so I can show you. But yeah, see, she does have rooted eyelashes, so which is nice, being that she is a collector doll. I'm glad that they did that. Her hair is lovely. It is saran. I am so happy that Mattel has been using saran for the collector dolls because I genuinely hate polypropylene. And although I'd be okay with nylon, saran is my favorite hair fiber, so I'm just so happy about it. Plus, this is my favorite kind of rooting. Like, it feels like it's not very thick. Like, if you were to kind of like put it through, like, you know, you squeeze it together, it's like a thinner, like not as much hair, but then when you like split the hair and then look at the rooting, this is my favorite kind of rooting, where it's like fully rooted, no bald spots. In fact, it's like rooted pretty close together, so there really is no bald spots anywhere, but each plug is like thinner. It's not very thick hair, so it's able to look longer. Like if the hair was too thick on a Rapunzel doll, it would make the hair look like it's not as long as it actually is. But when it's thinner, it looks longer. So I don't know, I love it. I really like the way that it feels when you're playing with it. If you were to braid it, it wouldn't look too bulky. So I love that. They did give her tinsel, so there is some gold tinsel in her hair, which I'm okay with because, you know, in the movie she does that thing where she sings and her hair glows and heals or whatever. So I do like that little aspect because it's kind of like a little bit of a callback to the movie. It's also not a lot of tinsel, and the type of tinsel that's in here is not that bad, because I think when people have like the issue with tinsel, it's when it either gets frizzy or it separates from the rest of the hair and is hard to manage. And this one doesn't seem to be doing that much. I don't know. I think that tinsel is like one of those things where you either love it or you hate it, or that's what it seems like with a lot of people when they talk about it. I'm kind of like indifferent to it. Like, I like it. I think that it's really pretty. It does add something, but in some cases, there are some of the dolls that I've got in the past, and even some that I've reviewed, where the tinsel was just a lower quality, or there was just way too much of it, and I didn't care for it. But I think in this case, it's done well. Now, the dress is made from like typical Mattel, like Barbie fashionista fabrics mixed with some slightly nicer fabrics. So this right here is kind of like that satiny fabric that's like not plasticky, but like it's kind of satiny, I guess. It's not bad, but it's not super high quality necessarily. And it's got a fun print on it of like the flowers and everything. Is there any like, is Pascal in here? I want to see Pascal hidden in the print somewhere, or hidden Mickey. No, I'm not seeing Pascal anywhere. I think that was a missed opportunity. I would have loved to see Pascal hiding amongst these flowers, but that's okay. Anyway, and then down here, the extra layers are really cute with some nice lace. Like, this is a nice feeling material, as well as the bottom part is, this is like old school Barbie material, like from the 90s. This is actually nice. I actually really like this layer right here. And then underneath is just a layer of the skirt itself. So, and I do like that there is actual ribbon on here. So like there's actual ribbon going across and then tied in a bow for that detail. And then you've got like two or three layers for the bust line here of like mesh or tulle or whatever it is. The sleeves are really nice because they're like purple puffy sleeves with actual ribbons going over them that match the ribbon right here in a light pink. Unfortunately, the sleeves are kind of like flat from being in the box. They're kind of flat in two different directions or whatever. So I'm gonna have to see if I can play around with those so they like look more symmetrical. But, and then there's also the like mesh sleeves right here. She does not have any shoes. So in the movie, Rapunzel is barefoot through pretty much the entire movie. So it makes sense for her to not have shoes for a collector doll, which I'm fine with. I know that a lot of like Playline versions of the dolls and, other versions, they will play around with giving her different shoes, but if any doll was to be barefoot, like there's two characters, one would be Rapunzel and one would be Pocahontas. Like it makes sense for them to be barefoot because they're barefoot in their movies. Oh, by the way, there is a certificate of authenticity. I just now realized that. I completely forgot to mention it. Meant to mention it earlier, but it says this certifies that your Disney Rapunzel and Mother Gothel dolls were created through the collaborative efforts of Disney and designers and art. Wait, what? Oh, through the collaborative efforts of Disney and designers and artists at Mattel. So, and it's like metallic, so like the light keeps, that's why I'm like having trouble reading it. But anyway, and it says Mattel Creation Certificate of Authenticity. So there's that. Now, I was going to show you the articulation, but I just noticed on both Rapunzel and also on Mother Gothel, there is these like plastic knee protectors for some reason. I don't fully understand why they have it because it wasn't connected to anything in the box. I don't know if they're there just to prevent the knees from bending in the box, like they want the knees to stay completely straight maybe, or I don't know. I have no idea why they do that, but Mother Gothel has them as well. I'll have to take them off her. But these dolls are fully articulated. So movement at the head, there's movement at the shoulder as well as the elbow, the wrist, and then there is movement at the legs, like they can go out pretty well, and then there is a bend at the knee, which is a pretty decent range of movement. Looks like it's a full, like a good right angle there, so not like the Barbie fashionista or Barbie extra. Now let's see, can she sit down properly? Yes, she can fully sit down. So these dolls actually have really good articulation. So I'm actually really happy with that. I'm going to have to make, because I made that doll hair guide video last year, and everybody seemed to really like that. I was thinking of making a video talking about doll articulation in a similar way. The thing is, I'm not as knowledgeable about that stuff, but I can still do a little bit of research and make a video where I go over the different types of articulation from my point of view. If that's something you'd be interested in seeing, let me know in the comment section if you want to see like an articulation guide for modern dolls. So anyway, so that is Rapunzel. Let me put her on her, where did her stand go? Here she is. Let's put her on her stand and then let's take a look at Mother Gothel. All right, so here is Mother Gothel. I'm going to take her off of her stand because she's too tall for me to have her on here. Once again, same stand, nothing spectacular there. But anyway, let's sit her down so you can see here. So here is Mother Gothel. Now this is actually my very first Mother Gothel doll. I don't have any of the other ones, the other Playline one from Mattel or any of the Disney Store Classic dolls. I don't know why. I just don't happen to have any. Her face is so gorgeous. And I think they did such a good job where Rapunzel kind of looks like a Barbie version of Rapunzel. You know, she's like, her face looks gorgeous and you could tell it's supposed to be Rapunzel. It's like a caricature of Rapunzel, but it's not like super movie accurate. I think that this Mother Gothel is actually quite movie accurate by comparison. So she just looks really, really good. She has a little bit more dramatic makeup with the gold and the kind of like gray smoky eye. I love her blue eyes look a little softer on the inside and it makes her eyeshadow or eyeliner just look that more black. She also has the rooted eyelashes. She's got her little curly bangs up here, which I really like. And her lips look really good. Her cheekbones look really good. She's gorgeous. I'm glad that this is my first Mother Gothel doll. She has earrings. I don't think Rapunzel does not have earrings, but Mother Gothel has these little drop earrings. I don't remember if she did in the movie or if this is just like a artistic liberty that they're taking, but I do really like the earrings. Now, once again, I don't know if this was in the movie or not, but on her cloak, she has this little dagger, which I think is a really cute touch for her. So, but once again, I don't know if that was in the movie or not. I'll have to go back and check. Anyway, her hair is saran as well. It is a curly saran. It is a little flat in certain ways, and like, it has box hair. So because it was strapped in and everything, it kind of looks a little flat. So I'm going to try and zhuzh it a little bit. I might like give it a wash with conditioner, and then just try and get the hair to kind of go back to the curl pattern that it was. I will say that Mother Gothel was like really strapped in that box. She was kind of difficult to get out. They were both kind of difficult to get out because they're collector dolls, and I know that like they're meant to stay in the box and be displayed, but yeah, it was kind of annoying getting them out of the box. But anyway, that's kind of besides the point. Now, her outfit definitely is a reimagined version of her outfit from the movie, but I think that it definitely stays more true to the movie, like way more movie accurate than Rapunzel does. Rapunzel's original dress was like a simple kind of medieval inspired, it's not true medieval, but like a medieval inspired princess dress with a simple skirt and whatever, and it kind of got turned into this fun party dress. But for Mother Gothel, she has this like damsel medieval kind of, you know, like the bell sleeve or whatever kind of tube dress. And that, you know, like that's what it was basically in the movie. The difference is that it has a little bit of a pattern on it, whereas I think in the movie it was a solid. I could be wrong, but I think she had a belt in the movie. This one, the belt is a little bit longer, and it's like this really elaborate, like, is there scissors? Oh, no. Oh, that's interesting. I saw this part of the design right here. I thought it was scissors, but it looks like it's just part of the design. Anyway, but yeah, her belt is just like ribbon, like a maroon burgundy colored ribbon with gold embroidery on it. And there's a little plastic belt buckle here. Also for the like additions to her outfit is like the how it's lined with these different types of ribbon and lace, or lacy ribbon, I guess, in gold, surrounding like all the opening for the neckline and the sleeves. So, but other than that, it's very similar to her outfit in the movie. She also, like in the movie, has a cloak. So that's what she's wearing. This is like a velvet material, so this actually feels really nice. The material of the dress is, once again, it's okay. Like it's not bad by any means, but it's not the nicest material that I've felt on a collector doll, especially from Mattel. But the cloak is actually a really nice material because it does feel kind of like a velvet, crushed velvet or whatever, you know. It's really nice. I do like it. And then it also has the same trim around the edge of that gold kind of like braided ribbon look. Now, unlike Rapunzel, Mother Gothel does have shoes. So here are her, well, boots, really. So these are the shoes that Mother Gothel has. They are kind of like those, I don't even know what kind of style boots these are, but they are really cute with molded details. They're kind of like dry brushed, where it's a darker color, and then they have kind of like a bronzy color over them, but no painted details, which is fine. But she also has these little, I don't know, knee protection. Like, I don't know what this is supposed to be or why it's here. There we go. All right, so we've got the knee protectors off. So, all right, so taking a look at the articulation, just like Rapunzel, she basically has the same articulation. So movement at the head, at the shoulder, elbow, wrist, movement at the hip, as well as a good bend at the knee, and the same range of movement, which I appreciate. I am so happy that these dolls are articulated. Obviously, a lot of the budget ones are less articulated, but the fact that these are collector dolls, I like that they can be posed, but also I really like the type of articulation, because like I said, it's different than the articulation that we got on Barbie Extra, because like they were fully articulated, but the range of movement wasn't as good. This is slightly better, and I do like that. Also, in case you were wondering, she can wear her hood, and it, you know, she looks like the cloaked figure from the movie. All right, so that is pretty much it for this Rapunzel and Mother Gothel set from Mattel Creations. I mean, I already said earlier that I like them. I knew that I was going to like them before I even ordered it when I saw the pictures online, just because they look so good, and I really like what Mattel has been doing. Like I said earlier, I really like the designs, like the art style and everything. I'm really happy with it for this Disney line. I'm so glad that they got the license back. Now, as for the price being $100, like, is it worth it? I think that's up to you to decide, because cost and value are two different things. I always say that. And, you know, it really just kind of depends on, like, is this even a character that you like? Because if you're not a fan of Rapunzel, you may not want this doll. But, you know, it just kind of depends, because for me, she's one of my favorite princesses and I like the design, so it was definitely worth it. I think that, like, $50 is like that sweet spot for me. Like, for one doll, $50 is a good collector level price, because it's not too terribly expensive, but it's not necessarily playline as well. Now, of course, if we're going to, like, get nitpicky and start comparing this doll as a $50 doll with no accessories, no other outfits, you know, and stuff, and compare it to, like, Barbie from the 90s, yes, they used better quality materials back in the 90s, and you probably got more for less, you know, in general, for in certain aspects or whatever. But for where we are today, as far as, like, dolls coming out, like, I'm happy with this doll as a collector level doll compared to what we get for the playline dolls, and I think that that $50 price I'm okay with, especially since, I mean, $100 obviously for the set, but $50 per doll. I think $100 for me was obviously worth it, and if you're an inbox collector, I think even more so, because the box is kind of like part of it. For me, the $100 mark was definitely worth it for this set, because I'm really happy with what I got for that price. But, you know, like I said, it's completely up to you if you are interested in getting these for yourself at that price point. One thing I will mention is that Mattel Creations has not been selling out of the Disney Princess dolls super fast, and they tend to have discounts or sales every so often. So even if the price is a little much for you, if you just wait a little bit and keep checking back on Mattel Creations, a lot of times if they have a sale or a coupon, it will apply to the dolls that haven't sold yet, or you know, that they've had in stock for a while. So you may be able to get this set on a sale in the future, but, you know, you also run the risk of it selling out. So you just kind of got to decide. Anyway, that is my 2 cents when it comes to the Disney Tangled Rapunzel and Mother Gothel doll set from Mattel Creations. That was a mouthful. I definitely love these dolls. Like I said, I'm so happy to finally have Mother Gothel in my collection in a way that I really do like. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts of this doll set down in the comment section. Did you decide to get them? And if you did, or whether you did or not, let me know what you think about them. Anyway, that is going to be it for me for right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I took a look at this doll set. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. Also, just as a quick reminder, I do now have channel memberships open with some exclusive perks for members. Obviously, no pressure at all whatsoever, but if you were interested in supporting my channel even more than just watching the videos and engaging, you can join one of the membership tiers, and that would help out my channel a lot. Also, if you want to see an extended version of this review, I will have it as a members exclusive video. So if you want to join, you can see that video right now. All right, everybody, thanks again so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.